Thank you for clicking on the video, my movie friend. Let's talk about some movie news. Some of the things we'll be discussing here today, guys, is we finally now have the full cast for the Minecraft movie, and we got a lot of interesting people in this thing. We got a little tidbit involving Spider-Man 4, specifically on the villain, and a brand new promotional photo on Deadpool 3, finally giving us an official look at Hugh Jackman's Wolverine mask. Really, that alone was so much more, so leave your opinions down below, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and timestamps in the description. And well, the first movie news story I want to discuss here today that caught my eye is we got the announcement of a video game being turned into a horror movie. The game in question is called Until Dawn, and it might be familiar to some of you out there. Until Dawn was a horror video game that released in 2015, and it was a decision-based video game, so you controlled the outcome of who lived, who died. I've always heard nothing but great things from it. I did play The Quarry, and I know that was very similar to Until Dawn. I still plan to check out that game someday, but I haven't as of yet. The reason, though, this story really excited me is because who's directing the movie. The Hollywood Reporter here has it said that Until Dawn video game movie in the works from David F. Sandberg and Gary Dauberman. David F. Sandberg is finally making horror movies again, and I am so excited. David F. Sandberg, you might famously know him for directing the 2 Shazam movies, which, yeah, I think they were suitable, fine enough superhero films, but I remember him mostly from being someone who started out on YouTube, just making short horror films with his wife, until one of those short films called Lights Out got the attention of the studio, and he was gifted his own horror movie. From there, he went to go make Annabelle Creation, which is still my favorite Annabelle movie, kind of proving to me that this man has a real eye for horror, so I'm kind of glad he's done with his superhero days and will be jumping back into that space. It's also one of those underdog stories I root for, where a guy who was just starting off on YouTube made it onto the Hollywood big screen. Now, even with that said, though, I have seen a lot of pushback for this because, like I was mentioning to you, Until Dawn and its popularity really dealt with the fact that you could have multiple endings to this video game, depending on the decisions you made, determine who lived, who died, what would happen. And now that you're telling a movie version of it, it eliminates that fun factor from the game of decisions you can make. You know, I've already seen some people think and hope that, oh, maybe they'll just release different endings in different theaters. I ain't gonna get that creative with it, will they? But I do understand the worries of adapting something that has multiple possibilities. How do you then determine the best possibility and story to take and just show that to everybody? Not sure, but I'm pretty sure David F. Sandberg is going to be able to do great with this. I'm excited for him to go back into horror. How are you guys feeling about Until Dawn being turned into a movie? Bringing us here to talk about the Minecraft movie. We've been talking about this movie a lot, and it makes sense. It just started filming, and with the beginning of production, they decided to announce a lot of the other cast members involved in this film. So we had already heard about Jason Momoa and Jack Black being part of this movie. Recently, we were told a funny actress has been added onto the cast that we didn't know about, and well, we got 2 funny actresses added. We had one, Jennifer Coolidge, who will be part of the movie. Many of you might remember her as Stifler's mom. At least that's how I remember her, showing my boomer age. But she's someone I consider to be pretty funny. And also Kate McKinnon, another actress I do think is pretty funny. And some of you guys correctly suggested that when we were wondering what funny actress could be added into the movie. Kate McKinnon, y'all. This, along with a couple of more actors, now rounds off the people we can expect to see in the live-action Minecraft movie. And, you know, all of it seems fine. No jarring red flags as of yet. Even though I'm someone not that super knowledgeable into the Minecraft world, I am for sure interested to see how this turns out. More interested to hear what the plot of this movie is. Are they going with the stereotypical version of going from the real world, jumping into the video game world, or are we going the Mario route where we're just already in the video game world and everything is just Minecraft-ish? Not sure, but I want to see these crazy Minecraft designs, and a lot of these people that are in the movie, I'm thinking they're just going to lend their voices. Not sure how much screen time we're going to see of them physically being themselves. Because, I mean, once Jack Black was confirmed to be Steve, I don't know if we're really going to see Jack Black literally as Steve, or Jack Black's just voicing some CGI version of Steve. We'll have to wait and see and find out, but so far, this is your cast for the Minecraft movie. Are you digging it? Bringing us now to talk about an update with Scream 7, because things have been swirling around this project. Last we talked about it, Neve Campbell finally spoke out and gave her opinion on the situation, saying that, yeah, there's a chance she could come back to the franchise under the right circumstances. And well, since then, a lot of things have been happening to other people involved with Scream 7. Let's talk about Radio Silence first. Radio Silence is the team who worked on Scream 5 and 6, and they're still attached as producers for Scream 7, so if that movie gets made, their names are attached as producers. Well, it got reported that the Radio Silence team has now signed on with MRC and Project X Entertainment to create more horror movies. And again, I want to remind people, radio silence has nothing to do with the firing of Melissa Barrera or what's going on. They were just paid employees working under Spyglass. And as creative individuals themselves, everything they've put out, I've really enjoyed. From Ready or Not, Scream 5 and 6, they put out that trailer for the movie Abigail, which looks like a whole lot of fun. Knowing now they have signed a deal with a studio to just create more horror movies, oh, that should be great news for everybody. So radio silence is doing good. Then we got an update on the previous director of Scream 7 who left his dream job of directing a Scream movie. Christopher Landon was then revealed to be directing a werewolf movie for Lionsgate, and it actually sounds pretty good. The movie is called Big Bad. The plot of the movie goes, the Strauss family is on knife's edge. Sam is a resentful stay-at-home dad. Rachel feels the restlessness in her blood returning. Their children are getting out of hand, and a recent mudslide has forced the wolves out of the woods to look for food. As dusk falls and tensions rise, the family must come together to survive the night from the threats outside of those within. So basically the movie's gonna follow a dysfunctional family who's stuck in sort of this cabin in the woods, surrounded by hungry wolves, and now this family must figure out a way to survive. I think that sounds like fun. It could be an interesting horror movie, and well, it's definitely no Scream, but at least Christopher Landon is continuing doing something awesome. And then that brought us to talk about the Meeks twins from the Scream franchise, Jasmine Savoy Brown and Mason Gooding. Right now they're having a film festival called Sundance where the Scream team reunited, took a lovely picture, all had fun together. It's good to see them like that. And well, here Jasmine Savoy Brown was asked about whether she's going to be returning for Scream 7, if she's gotten the call or anything, and this was her response.
And you guys just reunited, right? What was that like to be together again?
It was so random and fun. I didn't know
you didn't plan that.
We did not plan
Right.
that. Jenna's my heart and soul.
Yeah.
I'll protect her forever. I love her. I love Melissa. I love Jack. I love Mason. It just made me happy. It was just fun to see them. We're family.
Now, if they called you to be a part of the next installment of Scream, your answer would be?
I haven't gotten a call.
Okay.
So I think if you want to ask Spyglass what they're doing, you can.
I will.
I haven't gotten a call.
And yeah, that makes it more clear. If you're not having Jenna Ortega, Melissa Barrera, maybe even not Neve Campbell return, why would these other supporting characters then take the main stage? It just wouldn't make that much sense. And I know a lot of people were wondering if they were going to be attached to the movie. And I mean, seen from the support they were giving Melissa Barrera this weekend, it seems like they're on her side and are probably just not even going to try and be part of the movie. So really the takeaway from this story is everybody around the Scream franchise is doing just fine, progressing in Hollywood, and Spyglass just continues to panic and suffer from their idiot mistake. Moving on now, talking about Spider-Man 4, we got the smallest update coming to us from My Cosmic Circus, one of the more reliable news outlets that tends to get a lot of stuff right. And most recently, they gave out a small detail about Spider-Man 4 that should be kind of obvious, but they said here that Spider-Man 4 will reportedly feature a villain that has not been adapted to live action yet. And I feel like that has kind of been the motto Kevin Feige has done with the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. I mean, Spider-Man Homecoming finally brought us Vulture, and then Spider-Man Far From Home brought us Mysterio. It would be no surprise to me that the fourth Spider-Man movie would then give us a brand new live action villain. But the question is, who's it gonna be? You know, a lot of people are hoping that we finally get Scorpion in his full costume. That would be my go-to. Then you had a lot of fans bring out the name Hobgoblin, which, yeah, I'm sure they're probably trying to do that with Ned somehow. Not exactly sure how they pull that off, but yeah, Hobgoblin would be cool. Then people started bringing up some maybe lesser known villains that would make sense with where they're going for Spider-Man 4, and this being like a street level Civil War movie, and that's crime bosses like Hammerhead or Tombstone. Those are characters we really haven't gotten in live action that would be cool to see. Then there's people just really going out there with characters I doubt will be it, like The Spot. As awesome as that would be, don't think it's happening. Another one like Mr. Negative, again, another really cool one I just don't think would happen yet. I'm just hoping whatever Sony does with Spider-Man 4, it is just a good Spider-Man movie, because so far the details we have heard about this movie scare me that it's just going to be another MCU bundled mess when I just want to see Spider-Man do some Spider-Man things. Oh, and as a side note, yes, I've been hearing a lot of the weird, crazy things Sony has been doing with Madam Web and these Andrew Garfield rumors. That's a whole big story I want to tackle in its own video, so look out for that this weekend. Because, man, Sony is just being Sony again. Let me know who you guys think is going to end up being this new live-action villain for Spider-Man 4 that we've never seen before. Bringing us here to our first promotional photo for Deadpool 3, and oh boy. So just today we got revealed a brand new new look to Deadpool 3. This was given to us through a creator who received an email from Disney. It was apparently this like 2024 holiday calendar, and in the calendar they had stickers for some of their upcoming projects, and one of them included Deadpool 3. And looking at this promotional photo, it's essentially the best look we're gonna get of these two characters, and wow, we finally have a look at the Wolverine mask. We have seen the set photos already for months and weeks about Deadpool 3, and a lot of us heard the rumors they might give Wolverine the mask, and now we have it right here. There was a scooper about a week or two back that gave us a closer look at this mask, and yeah, it's the same mask. It looks absolutely beautiful, even put together with this costume. It is gorgeous. It's just crazy to think Hugh Jackman was Wolverine for almost 20 years and never once put on this suit or mask. But thanks to Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool 3, we're finally going to be getting it. The other standout thing to me is that they gave Hugh Jackman the white eyes. I'm really glad they made that choice, because when you have Deadpool in the movie with his, animated white eyes doing all the expressions, it would only look weird if Hugh Jackman didn't have that. And there's always been a debate online whether white eyes are overrated in live action. Does it even work or make sense? More specifically when we talk about Batman, but here for Wolverine, I think it looks great. And we already know it's not going to be a permanent thing. Man's going to have that mask on for maybe 10-20 minutes tops, and then the majority of the movie we're looking at Hugh Jackman's beautiful face, which is just fine. So I'm really happy with this look. It's said that this Super Bowl we're going to be getting the first teaser trailer for Deadpool 3. I'm wondering if they're going to show it off in the trailer itself, or we're just going to have to wait a little longer. There were other set photos that got released for Deadpool 3 that I'm sure you could find online, but in trying to be semi-respectful to Ryan Reynolds' request of not spreading too many leaks, I'm not going to show off those photos yet, but if you've seen them, it's just more exciting. Let me know what you guys think about this promotional image showing off Hugh Jackman with the Wolverine mask. But that's all movie news we currently have going on right now, guys. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch me talk some movie news. Don't be forgetting to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.